A very good evening to all the participants. Uh, on behalf of the PM Panika Foundation and the National Digital Library of India, we are very happy to invite you for this webinar. And today we have a topic which is very relevant for the student teaching and library community. So the topic is creation of learning materials using the National Digital Library of India. And for this, we have none other than the founder of this very world-renowned initiative, Professor Partha Pratim Chakrabarti. He is the mastermind behind this initiative. Professor Chakrabarti is an Indian computer scientist, and he's a distinguished professor and the former director of IIT Kharagpur, and he has made many pioneering research contribution, and he has over 200 papers published in international journals, conferences, and supervised over 24 PhD students. He's an honorary awardee of Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize for Science and Technology, the highest science award in India for the engineering category in 2000. And he is the principal investigator and founding member of National Digital Library of India. And he is with us today to share uh, what NDLA can help in creating the learning materials using the National Digital Library of India. And now I request Balagopalji to formally invite our chief guest for today's webinar. Over to Balagopalji.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, PP Chakravarti, PPC. We used to say PPC because he is called actually, as Vignesh mentioned, he is the creator and mentor of National Digital Library of India. In fact, some 6 years back, he, along with his colleague, Dr. P.P. Das, developed an idea of having a digital library system in the country. And they have prepared a project, and they went to Delhi MHRD headquarters and met the dynamic secretary of the MHRD, then secretary of the MHRD, R. Subramaniam G. He was also, he's a visionary, I must say, he's a visionary, a bureaucrat with vision. I used to say that bureaucrat with vision. He readily accepted the proposal and gave them green signal to proceed. And this both PPC and PPD together, they worked hard and made this National Digital Library a reality. And in 1998, June 19, when the country celebrates the annual Remembrance Day of Sri P.N. Panikkar, father of Library Movement of Kerala, this was dedicated to the nation on 19 June 2018 at a crowded function arranged at Gyan Bhavan. And he, with all his with this humbleness, with all his humbleness, he is he has created this magnificent, not magnificent, the real knowledge tool, the real knowledge tool to benefit the entire students community of the country. Not only that, I used to say, if you have that, I used to go to the villages and interact with them. Then I used to say that poorest of the poor, if they have the thirst for knowledge, they should have thirst for knowledge. And if he has digital literacy skill, he can access the best universities of the country, including not country, the world, including Harvard University, and get certificates, diplomas, degrees, PhDs, and whatnot, including a life education skill to become a complete man, so that he will be an asset to the country. And he will, people like these youngsters who have accessed knowledge through Digital Library of India will be the future leaders of the country. So both these PPC and PPD are the real creators of this National Digital Library of India, because they, with their vast knowledge in computer engineering, and the contacts to those so many people, and the contact to the downtrodden. They decided, they uh, dreamt that there should be a system that can reach the poorest to the poor man. That's why we value his vision and his attachment with MHRD, because Dr. R. Subramaniam ji, the dynamic guy is a dynamic. It's a visionary. He used to say the most PPC and PPD has made this digital library into a reality, and it's a wonderful work. Nobody else can do it in the country. That's a tribute to him, because the top man of the MHRD, MHRD in bureaucratic scale, he is in everywhere. He used to tell that both PPC and PPD has made our dream a reality. And when we are moving ahead for the knowledge empowerment, so this tool has been designed and developed by them, and it's a pleasure and privilege for me to invite Dr. PPC to this webinar, because we are learning from him, and we need his future direction to take it forward. In fact, PN Panikkar Foundation, along with all its associates, we are not planning, we are making into reality. We have started. We are making a reality that by 2025, when the country celebrates 75th year of Republic, we should have digital libraries in all the villages of the country, because the McKinsey, the IT, IT, how I can tell this IT experts, not experts from the world, they have conceived, and they are and working with the government of India, that by 2022, 90% of the Indian villages have internet connectivity, and by 2025, all of us, we can say the entire 130 crores people can access internet connectivity. So with internet connectivity, the knowledge product designed by both this PPC and PPD will be a real boon to them. So we are taking it earlier. We are taking yatra. We can say yatra to all parts of the country, in 207 villages, panchayats of the country, to establish digital libraries through public participation. The government is giving. I discussed this issue with our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Modi ji. He was very happy, and told me that Balagopalji, will it works? I said, work, it will work. It has to be developed like that, with the full support of the rulers of this country, the real rulers of the country, the real bureaucracy, the democratic population, and the bureaucracy of the people. It will be a reality. I bank upon people like PPC to make it a reality, sir. Sir, I'm once more officially inviting you to this program, which has been developed by our young engineer, Dr. Vignesh, because Vignesh is giving all these things to happen, because when we started this 25th year of National Reading Day celebrations, then there was, because of the lockdown conditions and because of this COVID-19 pandemic, we were confused how to organize. But this gentleman came forward and suggested that, sir, we should use the digital platform. And we found that digital platform is a very is a real platform through which we can access. This year we accessed more than 3.87 homes, 3.87 homes of the country where internet facilities are available. And one home, we will say 5%. 5%. That means 12 lakhs and 83, 12.83% lakhs of people, not people, children and family members, citizen, we can say citizen, have the rare opportunity to access this National Reading Month celebration, and they all taken the pledge to read and grow. and using the digital technology, digital tools, as well as printed books. And more than 20 lakhs people indirectly so have taken part in this movement. And the entire credit goes to Dr. Vignesh, who started this program, this digital program, effectively with the support of the National Digital Library, because they are our main partner, Niti Aayog, the National Digital Library, MHRD, Government of India, and Government of Kerala, etc. Because all of them are coming to us because a noble feeling. And PN Panikkar Foundation is only an what you can catalytic to make this movement a reality, and that will reach 130 crores of Indian population. The dream of the Chakrabarti Saab has coming to a reality. Thank you, sir. We welcome again to our this webinar. Thank you, sir. Namaste.
May I invite Professor Chakrabarti to begin his presentation?
Sure. First of all, it is my honor and pleasure to be part of the great PM Panikkar Foundation Reading Day, Reading Month celebrations. Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Thank you. So it is my pleasure. Balagopal ji, I am indebted to you for all the enthusiasm, energy, and all the inspiration that you all have all given us. On behalf of the National Digital Library, I welcome all of you to this webinar, and I would like to start with a short presentation. So shall I share my screen?
Yes, sir, you can.
One minute.
Sure.
I think I need to let me unshare once more and get back to it.
Okay.
So can you?
So at the bottom you can see stop sharing, and then you can.
So there. Just give me a minute, I will get back to you on this.
No problem.
Can you all see the screen?
Yes, we can. We can see.
Yeah. The only thing is yeah. So now the screen can be seen in full screen mode, I hope.
Yes, we can.
So thank you. So let me present before you very briefly the National Digital Library of India. It is the concept, it is a knowledge asset of this country, meant to be one of the biggest unifiers of this country, because knowledge is the biggest unifier. And today in the digital platform, we want one library for all of India. Today, any nation's need is about anytime, anywhere learning. And learning does not only end in school or college. Learning has become lifelong. So given this background, if we wanted to build brick and mortar institutions alone, then we would have to build more than 25 schools per hour in this country if we are to make our dream of 100% schooling everywhere, everybody reaching. So we need to use digital technology because that sort of money, time is not available with us. The objective was, as Balagopal ji pointed out when Subramaniam Saab and everybody was there, we wanted to have a digital library for the nation, which will be our knowledge and cultural asset. Secondly, it will be open and it will be inclusive. If we look at the education ecosystem that is coming up with online classes, courses, credit transfers, certificates, people learning from everywhere, including schools, including from TV and everywhere else, the knowledge resource is the digital library. And it is this digital library which will form the foundation for the next generation digital enabled learning and digital literacy. So the objective of this digital library was a 24/7 enabled infrastructure, hosting digital contents with a single window search, covering all academic levels, all disciplines, multiple languages, cover all these areas of industry and economy. When there are multiple digital resources in the country, we should be able to access it from multiple resources and present a unified report. We provide a user interface in local languages and have immersive learning and differently enabled users. So now, for the people here who are teachers, librarians, students, this digital library has got many range of contents. The lecture slides, I was seeing that somebody had just said in the chat that they have sent some lecture slides, videos, class notes, courseware, term papers, lab experiments. Somebody mentioned about lab experiments, question banks, model answers. All of this can be contributed to this digital library. In addition, research publications, thesis, books, monographs, annual reports, encyclopedias, dictionaries, and in today's world, data sets, models, manuscripts, painting, sculpture, audio, video, all of them, because learning today is not just books and ebooks. Learning today is interacting with a system, using simulation and several other things. So this forms a background of the digital repository of all contributing persons, institutions, which are going to be part and which are part of the National Digital Library. Based on that, as Balagopal ji pointed out, we now have about 4.8 crore indexed content in 300 languages from 270 sources and 30 plus lakh active users. This is one library, all of India, available both in web and app mode. So as I mentioned, it is a 24/7, it runs 24 hours a day. It covers all these academic levels and is a key heritage and cultural resource of this country. It can be accessed free. It contains text, video, audio, image, simulation, animation, etc. And institutes and organizations wishing to contribute can either contribute directly to us or set up what is called the Institutional Digital Repository, of which there are 1,500 such institutional digital repositories. So we have a single window multilingual search, and it covers all kinds of learners. Today, the user interface has Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Bengali, Oriya, and Assamese. We are including other languages. We have been lucky to have been awarded with several awards. This is what the web and the app look like. Many of you who have downloaded it will also have access to it, and I will come to it in a few moments. As somebody was mentioning, इसमें हिंदी भी है, मराठी भी है, बांग्ला भी है, ओडिया भी है, सब भाषाओं में है, मलयालम है, and you can utilize and search in any of these languages. The heart, especially for librarians, the heart of National Digital Library of India is in its metadata. This metadata is textual information relating to the content, and I will share with you how the metadata looks like. And it contains information to identify, discover, interpret, and NDLI has developed a world-class metadata structure, which is now being appreciated worldwide because it has used national and international experts along with our new IIT Kharagpur experts to develop. Please note that National Digital Library of India does not store all content. The content may be with the content owner. We don't need to store content. As Balagopalji said, if every home is a digital library, then National Digital Library can access every home and collect the material. That is how we can go and access and reach all of you. That is the dream. If there are 2.37 lakh homes that you have reached, let every home prepare its content and provide it to us. So we have about 3.5 crore free content, which consists of 61 lakh books, 1.77 crore articles, 6 lakh theses, 3.65 lakh video lectures, 2.19 lakh audiobooks, more than 1 lakh question banks, web courses, simulation, etc. When COVID came up, we started an initiative called Study at Home. And through Study at Home, we were able to enable lot of students who wanted to prepare either for their school exams or for competitive exams, and we provided lots and lots of solutions which are being used even today. For example, those who want to give the joint entrance exam, all question papers and solutions of past for joint entrance exams are all available. Those who want to give NEET, all the help for NEET, including sample questions, model answers are all available. And you can study on different topics, lesson-wise, topic-wise. You can study on circuits and other topics. There are video lectures on several topics by some of the top people from India and the world, and I will show it to you. In addition, during COVID, we have developed scholarly publications, data sets, documents, videos, journals, conferences, ideas, fundings, and startup, and several other things. And we have, I'll show you later on, scholarly publications. Another interesting thing about National Digital Library is about featured collections. We have a very special featured collection on Satyajit Ray. We have information about what happened in this world this day, previous day, what is the topic of the week, and several webinars. For teachers, National Digital Library, and for schools, National Digital Library has got these 5 paradigms of service. One is thematic collections. We have collections based on topics, based on schools, based on levels, and several other things. Then we have the diversity of teaching learning material. We have from videos, audios, simulation, games, ebooks, question banks. So that way you can actually create and utilize this diversity to create your own content. And therefore, you can contextualize, present the teaching learning material. Suppose somebody wants to present the teaching learning material in a particular way. They can choose the available material that is with them and compose it into a new composition and deliver it. They can also explore alternate pedagogy like flipped classrooms. They can prepare class notes, share it in the digital library, and during the class hours, like we are doing today, discuss it and record it and again put it back to the digital library. There is also this concept of the National Digital Library of India Club, where every school, every group, every library can form a club. And these clubs can carry out activities and share with the National Digital Library of India. And I will present to you some of these possibilities very soon. So now, here are the 5 C's in which either a teacher or a librarian or a student or a parent or a school or a library can partner with NDLI. First is the 5 C's is create. You can create and develop original content and submit the same to National Digital Library of India. There are certain criteria by which you can develop content, and you must ensure that this is original. You must ensure that this copyright is yours or is copyright free. And in order to do that, whatever references you are using, you must cite those references. And once you put it up onto a public platform, you can contact us and we will be very happy to include that in the National Digital Library of India. This can be done by individuals, by other people. On the other hand, for librarians, and I will show you how you can help develop, categorize the metadata for each of these original contents that are developed. For example, we need a lot of volunteers who will be able to create metadata for Indian languages. Suppose we have Malayalam books, or suppose we have Punjabi books. We have a lot of Punjabi and Gurmukhi books. We need a lot of volunteers from the library community who will work with us to create the metadata for them. The second is contribute. Many schools and teachers already have their content in terms of slides, presentations, and other material. And if you want to collate all of that into a particular course or curriculum and contribute that series of lectures, series of material, series of questions and answers, that will also become a very good original contribution to the National Digital Library of India. For example, we are working with several schools and teachers to create content at various levels of schools. So we would be appreciative if y'all can work with us to submit available content and categorize it. And if certain schools along with their principals are interested to collaborate with us, we will be very happy. The third is compete. We would like to now start some competitive events. Competitive events include quizzes on topics, national level quizzes on topics which enable understanding of education, which enable reading, etc., etc. You can also help conduct webinars and sessions like we are doing now. And you can collaborate with us to hold what are called National Digital Library of India clubs. And I shall share a little more about National Digital Library of India clubs, which can be hosted at schools, which can be hosted at libraries, which can be hosted at panchayats, which can be hosted at any level, district areas, and several other places. So these are the 5 C's by which you can create, contribute, compete, conduct, and collaborate. And if you are interested to do any of these, please contact Dr. Vignesh, and he will work with us to ensure that we can integrate that with you. So how do you create content? This was our topic. Content can be creative content. That means you can write poetry, you can write literature, and how will you get it published? So we will help you ensure that you can get it published in your name. The copyright anyway will remain with you. You will provide it in a public platform, and National Digital Library will create, with the help of librarians like many of you here, create the metadata, disseminate it so that the whole country and the world can benefit from it. Secondly, you can create lessons and materials for class. You can also convert and translate some original content into Indian languages. This is a major requirement for our country, where a lot of content which is available in some language needs to be converted to Indian language. But you can also create materials for your class, and that material for your class which you create course-wise, topic-wise, if you can put it in a series of topics, and this material could be video, could be text, could be slides, and could be any of the new age material. And we will be very happy to integrate that. And if you have such interest, please contact with Dr. Vignesh and we will set up a mechanism with you. The third is very important because any sort of learning comes with the ability of the candidate and our assessment mechanism. So assignments, problems, solutions, then research outcomes. Many people produce research outcomes which they want to archive and print and disseminate. Third is surveys, summaries, critiques. You may have read something, and I will show you some examples today about how you can develop a critique. For example, if you want to know whether Sherlock Holmes methods have been used in medical science, then I will show you how you can search the National Digital Library, collate all that material, and make a survey. You can read some literature in a particular language, maybe English, and summarize it in your mother tongue, maybe Malayalam or Telugu or Marathi or Punjabi or Bangla or Odia, and we can have that in the National Digital Library. You can also point out to available open access content which is not there in the National Library. And if you point that out, especially librarians, if you point that out and provide us with the metadata, we will be very happy to include that. For librarians and for anybody who creates content, metadata is the heart. And in order to create that metadata, you need to have an abstract, keywords, and various other fields of metadata, which are part of our metadata, and I will show you. Moreover, you need to provide facets. You need to tell which category this is, which level this is, which is the source, which is the resource type, etc. So let us, after some time, go through an exercise of using the National Digital Library to create and understand how we can create content, either as a teacher or as anybody else, and provide it back to the... Here are some samples of topics that I have chosen: Sherlock Holmes, COVID-19, rocks, badminton, filmmaking, Satyajit Ray, Malayalam literature. And we will go through this and see how we can handle the National Digital Library and how we can create and develop new content and contribute. The more and more crores of Indians contribute quality content and use it, and use the National Digital Library for their teaching, learning, dissemination, library reading, etc., etc. For example, in this reading month, we could have challenges where people read in one language and translate into another language, and that translated content is collated together and put into the National Digital Library. That will be one of our, homages to PM Panikkar Saab, by which we can make sure that one language content, at least a summary of that, is available in another language. The NDLI Club mission is to create ambassadors at an exponential rate who will become creators, disseminators, and progenitors of NDLI. So there is a library, there is a learner, and there is a community. And learn, grow, and share. This is the mechanism by which people can learn, share, develop, grow, contribute, and add to the National Digital Library. So the NDLI core, the National Digital Library clubs can have things like reading Olympiads, tutorials, thematic areas, hackathons, and things like that, and develop this. Already we have been doing several such. Dr. Vignesh has been a very, very avid ambassador of doing a lot of these reading Olympiads, and we would be very happy if we are able to get all of you to contribute to the National Digital Library and make this India's core tool for learning for everybody. So already many of you have downloaded the app. I will now go and show you something in the National Digital Library. So I'm stopping to share, then I will go back and share something else. So Dr. Vignesh, I'm again sharing, if you don't mind.
No problem, sir.
Can all of you see this screen? Can all of you see the NDLI screen now?
Yes, sir. We can see.
So now let me take you through a journey of creation. So let us say that we will search for Sherlock Holmes. I hope everybody in the community knows what Sherlock Holmes is. And what are we expecting? We are expecting that when we search for Sherlock Holmes, we will get Sherlock Holmes material in terms of, but look at, so we will get his books, we will get his audio books, we will get all these things. But in addition, look at this first item. It says PubMed, which means that the medical journal has got content on Sherlock Holmes. Let us go and look at the source and let us see what PubMed has. So we open the source, go to PubMed Central and see how many of these things are there. There are 20 results in PubMed which talk about Sherlock Holmes methods. And these are research articles on Sherlock Holmes. So let us click one of them. And as we click one of them, we see that, not this one, sorry. Let us click the bedside of Sherlock Holmes. There is something wrong here, but I think we will. PubMed archive is not coming, but I just had it a little while ago. So if you open up this website of Sherlock Holmes, this will present diagnostic clues in clothing, jewelry, possessions, and other extracorporeal attachments that each patient brings. So this content will tell a person how any patient will be able to come and looking at the patient, looking at Sherlock Holmes methods, the doctor can infer how this patient looks like. So this is one way in which you can look at Sherlock Holmes. On the other hand, if you are interested to find out all the languages in which Sherlock Holmes is available, and if we see, we will see if we type Hindi, then we will see that there are two materials which refer to Sherlock Holmes in Hindi. Now let us go to another item. Let us say you are a teacher and you want to teach about rocks. And let us see, rock cycle is a very important aspect of rocks. So now, though NCERT also has material on rocks and rock cycles, so if you want to search for NCERT, those who are in schools, this is minerals, rocks inside the earth, categorized for every class from 11, 12, from 5 to 8, etc., etc. Now, on the other hand, if we want to look at all material, then as you can see that there is material on the rock cycle which comes from the National Science Digital Library of the world, or the STEM education cycle talks about rock cycles. So if a faculty member is preparing material, they can get detailed material on the rock cycle from the National Digital Library and create that new content. But when you create the new content, whether you make a slide or a video, if you are referring to some material in NDLI or anywhere else, it is important that you correctly reference it so that you do not violate copyright. On the other hand, let us go back and search for filmmaking. And as you can see, there is so much on filmmaking. And if you really want to look at various learning resource types, and if you are interested on a thesis on filmmaking, let us see. And if you search for thesis, PhD thesis on filmmaking, then you can see from University of Oregon, North Texas, India's InfluentNet Shodh Ganga, all of this will give you PhD thesis on filmmaking. And that can be used to create a survey. Let us now go back and look at Satyajit Ray. The National Digital Library has a very unique collection of Satyajit Ray's film copies. That means if you look at a film of Satyajit Ray, then for the making of that film of Satyajit Ray, the maestro had written down his manuscript. And from the manuscript, you will get an idea of how the genius of Satyajit Ray and how he actually presented the material, how he created. For us to even discover and understand creativity, let us go to his famous movie, The Adventures of Guppy Gain and Bhagabai. And you will see that if you download Guppy Gain and Bhagabai, it will take a little time to download because it is more than 800 pages of that manuscript. And these 800 pages will have to get downloaded. But once you download it, you can store it with you. And you can see that this is the manuscript written by the maestro. And as you proceed, you will see from the beginning, here is the first in Bangla, it is written here, with the musical score. The musical score, how the music will go, each and every, how the person will look like. So people who are interested in art, people who are interested in filmmaking, will find a very, very interesting aspect by looking at all his movies. You can also go and look at his Shatranj Ki Khiladi, and you can see how he has developed the script for Shatranj Ki Khiladi. Similarly, every day, you can go to this on this day, and you can see what happens on this day in the National Digital Library. And teachers and everybody else can talk about that. Today is the day when the great Rembrandt was born. All of us know how Rembrandt was a video. And here is a video of the self-portraits of Rembrandt. And this video will come from Khan Academy. And you can show this video to the people.
He's in this room with us. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me.
Is incredibly present in this self-portrait from 1660. We're here in the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C.
Rembrandt made the self-portrait a subject in a way that it had never been. His images of himself are so intimate.
So as I've shown you, on this day Rembrandt was born. Yesterday, if you want to know, it was the breaking of the Bastille. Day before yesterday was Raja Ram Mohan Roy and Alexander Duff established Scottish Church Library, and so on and so forth. So coming back, this National Digital Library is a resource which will enable you to create, collaborate, conduct, contribute, and compete. And in order to do that, you can all participate in this in your own creative way. Let me again show you, especially for others, how we have categorized the study at home program. So if you go to the school category, then you will see that there are video lectures, there are JEE preparation, there are books, there are all the boards, the Jammu and Kashmir board, the whole content of Jammu and Kashmir board from class 1 to class 10, all the content of Jammu and Kashmir board is available. You want to go back and look at some other board, the Gujarat board, the Karnataka board. Let us look at the Kerala board. In the Kerala board from standard 1, there are 665 content of the Kerala board. So even if you are at home and you want to know what is that Mowgli chapter in the Kerala board, then the Mowgli chapter of Kerala board is available to you directly. So the whole of Mowgli. So what you could do is, you could look at this in English, use this and annotate it, take this, annotate it and convert this into Malayalam. And once you converted this to Malayalam, as part of the reading week, reading month, we can ask little children of the Kerala board to look at this with the help of their parents, convert this, annotate this, take these pictures, download it, and on this side here, create new content, convert it into your own language and contribute it back to NDLI. That would be a huge contribution. Now let us see for the librarians, what is the metadata? Here is the metadata. If you click on, this is the content and here is the metadata. If you click on metadata, you will see content type, publisher, file format, copyright, language, alternative title, subject domain in DDC, keywords, table of contents, description, and so on and so forth. So this will help all of us. Moreover, the National Digital Library enables you, if you are a registered user, to tweet or share on Facebook. So if you like something, then you can immediately tweet it or share on Facebook and disseminate it. So this is what I wanted to briefly present and give and open it up to all of you so that you all can become contributors to the National Digital Library of India. So I am going back to the normal view and I will be very happy to take any questions that you all have. And if you want to make any contributions, if anything you think is missing in the National Digital Library, we will be very happy to get inputs from you and take it up. Dr. Vignesh?
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for the so amazing session, because every time you speak, we learn something new from you. So now it's time for a question and answer session. I already have a question, which is, sir, do you have, this question is from Ms. Komal. Her question is, does we have ICSC board too in NDLI?
No, we have talked to the ICSC board, but because it's a private board, they have not made things free. But if any ICSC teacher can provide their content, the ICSC board, we are still in discussion with the ICSC board, and because the government is not informing them, but we will get in touch with them independently.
Okay, sir. The next question is from Azak Hussain Wafai. I have a question. Why is there need of creating bulk users and .csv file? Why can't we register individual basis? And what is the CSV file? Why is it required?
You can register also on an individual basis. You can register also have your whole school registered. There is a very easy way to register on individual basis. Maybe Dr. Vignesh can help.
Sure. So there is a question from BK Manjunatha. Any content added? How to authenticate?
There's one question I noticed, that can all students of the school be registered simultaneously? Yes, that is how through a CSV or an Excel sheet, we can register all students simultaneously. So anybody who is interested to do that may kindly contact Dr. Vignesh and in the feedback session, and we will get back to you so that we can get all your school students registered directly.
Yes, sir. So there is a question from Mr. Saktivelu. How are we going to address the issue of linguistic minority students for providing online education in the States?
Correct. So that requires a lot of technology. That is why we are very keen in translation. And we want a massive effort, which maybe Balgopalji, if you take in the name of Panikkar Saab, if we can take up the mission of having our library people read something and at least first summarize it and then translate it. We are also planning to develop technologies for translation into Indian languages. So we will discuss that also in the coming way forward for India.
Yes, sir. So there is a suggestion from Ms. Anita. It would be better if we add more story books for children. Now such books are in great demand.
Yes. So we already have storybooks for children, but I think this is a very important thing. And we would request those who have copyright for storybooks. We have Pratham books, we have several storybooks, but I think we need to add more storybooks. I will request that we have got an audiobook series called LibriVox. Please go and access LibriVox, and that contains large number of storybooks. And you can actually hear all these stories in LibriVox. Karnataka State Board is there, I think so. Somebody is asking that question.
Yeah. So there is a question from Nana Gowda. Can we download all available resources in NDLI free of cost, or do we have to pay?
If you look at NDLI, NDLI does not have any payment mechanism. We are not interested in taking any money from it. If you look at the NDLI screen, and let me share once more, just for a moment, to show you. So let me share, and let us say we go to this school, and let us go to these books for general reading. And these are books for general reading. Somebody wanted books. So this is story of mythology. This is general reading book. Now in any book here, can you see this green unlock, lock, open lock? So if you can see this green open lock, then it means that this content is available free. And once this content becomes available to us, then you can download that content. So this is the content. The PDF file has come. All you need to do is save it on your own computer. Which means that if you save it on your own computer, I'm stopping to save it, but all you will get is you can. So we have, I'm again stopping my sharing, but we have about 3 crore free content. So you can download that free content, keep it in your local machine forever.
Yes. So the next question is from Rohini Sharma. What about NDLI Club? How to go forward? What is the procedure to start NDLI Club?
So in order to do an NDLI Club, there is a procedure. Those who are interested to form NDLI clubs, please contact Dr. Vignesh, and our teams will get back to you in the formation of NDLI clubs. There is a structure, and there needs to be that format of that structure. There is no cost for anybody for NDLI clubs. This is all free, but we will work it out for you. So those who are interested to form NDLI clubs, please write back in your feedback to Dr. Vignesh, and we will be very happy to form the NDLI club.
The next question is from Mr. Santosh Kumar. So he says like there is a lot of the video version of content is available for all subjects from school to college. So can we download these videos in my system and learn when I'm free?
Yeah, so the videos, some of them are downloadable, some of them are streaming. It depends on the source. The person who is the source of the video will give you the access of whether we will enable you to view the video. Now, in order to download the video, you may need to have additional software and permission. So in some cases you can, in some cases you can't. But you can view the video.
Sure, sir. And this question is again from Mr. Azak Hussain. Is there any facility of hosting NDLI in our college website? And is it mandatory bulk usage, user registration or individual registration is mandatory?
For every college, firstly, it is very important. There are 2-3 ways in which you can connect. First is you can ask people to register. Secondly, if your college wants to be an institutional contributor to NDLI, either through an NDLI club or an institutional digital repository, there are 2-3 ways to do that. Please connect back to us and we will work with you to set the next steps.
So one last question. This question is from Mr. Raghuveer. What is the minimum age for becoming an NDLI club, NDLI member?
From the time you can speak.
Yes, that's a good answer. Okay, sir. Thank you so much for this amazing presentation and also patiently answering to all the questions. I can see still people are putting in questions. There are questions about copyright issue. So we had a very detailed discussion a couple of days back.
Yes.
And you
Well,
can also,
you have Prabhuda Ganguly,
yes.
who is the international expert on copyrights, who will tell you.
Thank you so much, sir. Over to Balagopal ji. Sir Balagopal, sir, you have to unmute your mic.
Chakrabarti sir, you have made wonders, and your speech was also very wonderful. In fact, I was keenly hearing and attending presentation. I'm amazed, and I am also learning because these things I can take it to my poor people in the villages where I am going ahead in UP, Bihar, Orissa, where we are doing this literacy through digital literacy. There, I will take this to the masses. Only thing is, they must get internet connectivity. So, I think by next year they will get internet connectivity also. So, your speech, and I want you to attend and deliver speeches in some of the colleges, in some of our platforms organized in the rural areas. So you can speak in their own language, and you are a good Hindi Hindi language. So in Hindi, the local language, we can speak to them, and we want more of them, more and more poor. I am focusing on the underprivileged population to make them readable, so that they can grow. I'm really grateful to you for your wonderful speech. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
It will be my honor to do anything for this country, sir, with your blessings, with all the support of everyone. Let us make sure that our country is really
growing
to pick on the enormous talent that we have.
Yes, yes.
Are not reached. Thank you, sir.
Yes, correct, sir. Thank you, sir.
God bless.
Thank you so much, sir. So participants, I am just going to share the feedback form URL for this webinar. So kindly fill your feedback form, and once you fill the feedback form, you will be able to
feedback.
You can immediately download the certificate of participation. And in case if it says like you have not registered, so Manu, you have to mute your mic.
Mute mic.
So in case if it says like you have not registered for the webinar, kindly register yourself first and then submit the feedback form. You will be able to download the feedback form immediately after the feedback is submitted, and it's all system generated. And today's presentation, Professor Chakrabarty's presentation, sir, with your permission, can we convert this into a PDF and then upload it on our project website so that participants can make use of it? Sure. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir. So I've just taken the permission from Professor Chakrabarty. So I'm just pasting the URL for the presentation. It will be uploaded by tomorrow evening. So you can download it from NDLI's project website. So I've just entered the URL. So you can download there. You can check Professor Chakrabarty's name will be written. Next to that, you will see a PDF icon. So you can download that presentation of Professor Chakrabarty tomorrow evening. And tomorrow we have a very interesting session. So some of you have asked today about the local language content. And tomorrow, one of our co-principal investigators, Dr. Plaban Kumar Bhaumik, he is going to talk on NDLI in Indian languages. So that's going to be tomorrow. So I'm just, in case if you have not registered for this webinar, kindly register yourself. I've just entered the URL for tomorrow's webinar. So kindly register yourself and then attend it. We will send the invitation by tomorrow morning. And once again, I thank each one of you for participating in this webinar. A great pleasure to interact with you. Once again, thanks to Professor Chakrabarty and Balagopalji for organizing this webinar. Thank you so much.